You're gonna die, Barb.
Hey guys, it's Coop from Garage Gym Reviews, and today we have a heavily anticipated review of the Rogue Ohio Bar 2.0S. If it reminds you of the iPhone 5S, 6S, 7S, I don't know, are we on XS? What are we on? 11S? 12S? Are they even doing S's anymore? I don't know, but Rogue is, and this is the Rogue 2.0S, and not just because it's like the second version of the 2.0, no, it's because this one is silent. We're going to do a drop test. Yes, we're going to drop it and basically test if it's what they claim 10 decibels quieter, which is equal to 50% less loud, which is quieter to the human ear than a typical barbell. But in addition to that, we're going to take the sleeve apart so we can see exactly what they did inside so we can determine if they're actually using proprietary components or not. Let's get into it. I first want to tell you exactly what the bar is and give you kind of my opinion on it. Number one, this is a very similar bar to the other ones that are out there from Rogue. There's really not a ton change from the 2.0 to the 2.0S other than kind of the things that they're marketing. This is using a 190K tensile strength shaft, which is kind of the industry standard for what's come about lately. This one is made completely in the USA. It also has a lifetime warranty from Rogue, which is one of the best lifetime warranties or best warranties in general in the industry. It's using the standard Ohio Bar knurl, which is designed for high repetition general training. It's not my favorite knurl. It's a little bit more passive than what I'd like. I wish it was a little bit more aggressive, but it is great for general training, CrossFit, just anything you want to do. In addition to that, it's got dual knurl marks, so it's got a powerlifting knurl mark or IPF, and as well as IWF standard knurl mark, which basically allows you to line your hands up, making it, again, designed for just general trainees, those that are training in a garage or home gym or doing CrossFit that want a bar that's really kind of universal. In addition to that, this beautiful shaft here is coated in Cerakote, which isn't as corrosion resistant as stainless steel. However, it looks sexy because it can come in colors. The black does look mean. There's just something about a black bar with black sleeves and black bushings that just goes, ah. The other thing to note, and this is specific to Rogue bars, is this is an F8R on their F rating. An F rating scale basically tells you how likely it is to bend. F8 rating is basically their highest rating. It's designed for the most destructive and violent gyms in the world. Yes, CrossFit affiliates. That's what this bar is designed for. So if it works in there, it's definitely going to work in your garage gym. And if you are dropping it or anything like that, I did say it's got a lifetime warranty against bending. Now, into the actual special components, and that is the sleeve and the internals of the sleeve. The sleeve is embedded with a special coating that, quote unquote, transforms the steel. So it embeds itself in the steel, which, if you're a GTR fan, you may well know that that is something that we reviewed recently in the Eleiko Hybrid bar. It's, I would guess, pretty much the same. And if that's the case, this could be one of the best coating that's out there, and I could see it become standard for a lot of bars because it doesn't just coat it, it embeds it, which allows you to feel the natural knurl that the neuroscientist designed it to feel, and it doesn't scrape as bad. It also comes with a sticker condom, and this sticker condom is new, it's fresh, it's not ribbed, but it does have stickers on the side, as well as the signature of who built it and who quality controlled it. And then their actual signatures. They're not just like printed on there. Pretty cool. Now that we have that out of the way, it's time to test it. They say that this bar is 10 decibels quieter than a standard bar. That's really the big thing behind this bar, and that therefore it's 50% quieter to the human ear. Which you may be asking, why does that even matter? The reason is because if you train in a garage gym or a home gym and you're dropping bars and stuff, you don't want to make noise and wake up your kids or wake up your family, or you may just be a ninja and you don't want people to know that you're lifting. You know, you're lifting in the shadows. So we're going to test if that's true. Let's do it. All right, we're over here in the dimly lit bar trap, trying to figure out what bars we're going to compare it to. We've got a few over here, as you can see. The bars I want to compare them to specifically are the Rogue 2.0 regular Ohio bar and the American Barbell Training Bar. You may be asking yourself, Why, Coop, would you do the American Barbell Training Bar? And the reason is because they have the tightest tolerances of any bar that I've seen out of the box. They don't use any proprietary methods or anything like that, but I would venture to say that this one's pretty quiet. I mean, yeah, you can hear that, but still, comparison to most bars, very tight tolerances. So we'll give it a shot. Sam, 45. Why did you throw it like that? Gosh dang it, dude. Clip. Magic. Sam, throw the 45 on. Ow. Put the clip on. First timer.
24 hours later.
Okay, we are here the next day. The reason we are doing this again is because it wasn't scientific enough. Actually, the reason was because we were dropping at different distances. We've since come up with a better model. And so we're gonna start with the American Barbell Bar. We're then going to do the Rogue 2.0, and then we're gonna do the 2.0S. I'm gonna throw out a hypothesis. The Rogue 2.0S bar, I think it will be the quietest. By how much, we'll see. It will then be the American Barbell Bar and then the Rogue 2.0 Ohio Bar. We'll see though. We're also going to use Eleiko plates with Rogue collars. The reason is because in their tests, it looked like when Rogue did this, they used competition plates. And these Eleikos are very similar, if not the same thing as Rogues. So we'll put them on, we'll put it to the test. All right, we're gonna do 3 drops and then take the average. Okay, now for the Rogue 2.0 Ohio Bar. Okay, now for the final one, the Rogue Ohio Bar 2.0S. Let's get it on. All right, we just did the test, and it really, audibly, this one sounded quieter. It may be a placebo effect. However, the readings, Sam, what are the readings?
Just a moment here.
Let's keep Sam off of this. So, technically, the Rogue Bar was the quietest. It had an average of the 3 attempts of 100 decibels. The Rogue Ohio Bar was second place, 100.66, so I lost that one. Then the American Barbell rounds at the bottom at 101.33. The problem is, that is not a big enough difference between them. So, we're gonna do something really you're not allowed to do. It's like sacred, but we break traditions here. So we're gonna drop the bar without the weight on. Let's try it. American Barbell. Oh, I really don't like doing this. 104. I don't want to do that again. We'll just do 1. 112. All right. 102. Not that much of a difference. That one's definitely, it's more muffled. It's like a deeper, still noise, but it's not as clangy. That's a great way to put it. It's not as clangy. Okay, so we did the drop test, pretty definitively said that it really didn't tell us a lot. I mean, I'd like to see their documents showing that there's that big difference. They probably did it in a more controlled environment. That said, we tested it in an environment in which you would use it, which is your home gym. The sound difference, this one did sound more muffled, but it wasn't like a crazy amount. I'll talk more about it in a moment. However, we still need to deconstruct it. So I've got these beautiful snap ring pliers. We're gonna take it apart, see how it's built inside the sleeve. Let's get into it. I'm gonna pop this first snap ring here. Come on, pretty baby. The tips on that just broke off.
Watch out.
That lost my eye. Sweet. We're in there like swimwear. Okay, I gotta take this cap off. Okay, we have the end cap off. One of the things that Rogue had said they did was they did a new end cap that was more sound suppressant. This is what it is. This is a sticker of some sort with foam. It's some sort of, can you get on that closely? Mm-hmm. Some sort of foam piece. Yeah, very thin. Basically, they're probably protecting every part of this to make sure there's no metal-on-metal contact, because the metal-on-metal contact is what's going to make the noise. The issue is there is some metal-on contact between the front of this. I mean, look at that. Come on. I wish they did a better end cap. But between the front of this and the snap ring. All right. There is, hopefully this one is a little bit easier than the last one to get. All right, watch out. Okay, there.
Try a tire iron, see if the tire iron would fit it. Yeah, want to run the wheels real quick then?
Yeah.
I'll be back. We are going to Lowe's to buy a new socket set due to us never having the right size sockets. Probably going to be too thick to go fit inside of that barbell. So we had the right size socket, however it is a little thicker than what we need. That's not what she said.
I'm sure.
Time to get in the zone, boys. 15/16. All right, we're back to the old garage. Let's go find Coop.
Yeah, this sucker.
Let me try hammering the socket on.
Hammering it on?
Yeah. Nothing.
Oh, wow. Hit it a few more times, Sam.
Still nothing, Coop. This is a bad idea, I told you. Check. And tap a few times.
It's ridiculous. You'd think with that American flag cutoff, you'd be able to do this. That looks like a guy who'd go to a Florida Georgia Line concert. Sir, is your favorite band Nickelback?
This is going to be a Sam roasting hit.
For real, yeah. It's incredible. I think if you try maybe like 40 more times, you'd be able to get it. So if I had to guess, the reason they're able to say this is quieter and they're using proprietary industrial materials is because they're putting a foam backer on that bad boy. Take a bite out of that. Tell me how soft that is. Sir, take a bite, please.
I'm pretty sure this is a pop socket.
A little bit harder on this side, softer on this side, so there's no like noise. See if I was to do this, way less noise. And then this is separating this metal piece and what's inside from the sleeve. That's the secret sauce. There may be some other stuff in there, but it's not so like unscientific, you know, like some other stuff in there.
We've had a breakthrough.
Yeah. Listen, we really wanted to get this off, and I'm gonna figure out a way to get this off in the future, but for this video, we've been here, I mean, this is like, we were here yesterday, day 2, like, golly, like we put the biggest idiot brains together and we still can't figure it out. So this is what's the difference. Now, let me give you my full take. Okay, we have now done a drop test with this and determined it didn't make that much of a difference. We've taken it apart and kind of seen the differences inside. We have broken, don't buy these, they're just cheap freaking snap ring pliers. You guys see just the highlights. This was a long freaking review. But these are the lengths we're willing to go to for you guys. Here's my opinion. Is this a quieter bar? Just from, even if I didn't have the decibel meter, is it quieter? Yes. It is more muffled. The question is, do you need a more muffled bar? Does that really matter? And should you spend an extra 60 bucks or so versus the regular Cerakote Ohio bar for that? In my opinion, not really. I don't think so. The reason you'd spend the extra money, I think, the sound suppression, they call it the S, and that's kind of like the focus. I think the real extra benefit to this bar versus the others is this sleeve coating. The sleeve coating is an amazing sleeve coating. It's the same thing you're using on the hybrid bar. It embeds in the surface. It makes it harder. Any of the scars and muffs and problems you see is really just from the iron. It's from the plates. It's not even from the bar. Like, if I was to wipe this down, as you can see, like, you get it back to normal. If that was Cerakoted, it would flake off and look crappy. So the real benefit here, and the reason I think they're charging extra, is because I would guess this coating costs more. But this is really what I'd say. I wish Rogue would have just came out with an Ohio bar 3.0, priced it the same, and offered this as an option and made them all quieter. Why would anybody want a louder bar? I see no reason. The spin on this is the same as the others. I think they should just adapt this technology and this sound suppression, because a quieter bar is nicer, and add it to all their other bars. But this is my hypothesis for this idea. I think they're going to come out with a silent line. I've looked up their Google patents, and they do have a honeycomb plate that appears that it's going to be more sound suppressant. And then I wouldn't be surprised if they came out with sound suppressant floor tiles and weightlifting platforms and the whole gamut, so that you can have a quiet training environment so you're not waking other people up. So this by itself, without those other ideas, I don't love. I love the coating on the end. I like the sound suppression. I just wish they would have added to the other stuff and made it the same price. I don't think the sound itself is worth the extra money. From what I've seen in real time and actual use, the coating on the bar I like, but I don't know if it's worth for most people. I think most people could just get by with chrome. I do want to say, I do greatly prefer that to Cerakote though on the sleeves. All right, this is Coop from Garage and Reviews. What do you think? Would you pay an extra 60 bucks or so for this? Let me know in the comments. We'll see you next time. Peace.